When a man of prayer decides to leave everything and enter the solitariness of pure prayer, the contemplative life, he is aware that he is only able to do so because of the immediate strength of God's silence. He has heard the word of God that has called him. He has also probably given an audible yes in reply. Once his choice of life has been purified before God, and the life of contemplation begins, he stands before God's silence and is at its disposal. His striving and contemplation lead to this silence. Like the first monks who went into the desert, he will today deny himself all the things that he has built up around him, a life governed by his surroundings, friends, habits, and family, in order to experience now from God himself his new destiny in emptiness. He frees himself from everything in which his life was enmeshed, in order to offer his simple self to God, in the hope that this self will vanish before and into God's greatness. He no longer wants to be taken into account, nor does he want special treatment from God. He would like, simply, in a paltry imitation of the Son's self-submitting will, to adjust himself so completely to the will of the Father that this silent will alone will henceforth reign over him. He will no longer be concerned with the accomplishments of particular days or measures of time, but rather, as he prays silently, he will come to participate in the silence of God, which expresses itself in no other way than in eternity. He does not know his final hour, but this should not be a boundary stone for him, for he harbors the hope of accompanying God's eternity in each and every hour in unswerving fidelity, of being a vessel for God's eternity. He thus hopes that his life will pass into eternity as good as unnoticed, the eternity in which it has already had a share through silent prayer.